So here we have it, the Europa League final under different circumstances. Obviously, as you well know, the horrific tragedy that happened at the Manchester Arena will be weighing on the minds, not only on Man United, but on the stadium as a whole. Everybody, that's what's going to happen. It's going to obviously be a minute's silence beforehand. And, look, it's the reality of the world that we live in. Kids dying, kids being bombed in Syria, being bombed in my country, Nigeria, England, France, everywhere. This reality of the world we live in. We live with psychopaths who think blowing up themselves will do something. But it's about reaction. It's about moving forward. It's about showing these kind of people that nothing's going to stop, man. We're still going to roll. We're still going to ride. So, again, that's definitely going to be in the minds of the United players. But I think what Mourinho was saying is that he feels that this is going to pull them together. And the key thing is reaction. Reaction. Because the world has to move on and we have to move on. And again, this is a big match, a huge match in the Europa League. Because this is about United getting back into the Champions League. It is seismic. It is important. It is pivotal. You're looking at Ajax. Again, this is the Ajax team from back in the days of the 90s. Kanu, Beckham, Overmars, the Boer brothers. This could be perhaps a turning point for themselves as a club. Because again, people thought that Ajax were done and dusted, selling their players off to bigger clubs. But they're now backing him. They could potentially be back in the big time. And I think for Ajax, they're coming in here with the least pressure because they've got nothing to lose. Nobody would thought they would be here. They've beaten Lyon along the way, Schalke as well. So again, they're the team that nobody really thought would actually be rolling up in the final. So all the pressure is on Man United. They're the team with the £89 million player. They're the team with the much more expensive squad. They're the team with Jose Mourinho. They're the bigger club. And they are expected, based on their sixth position finish, to win this and therefore get into the Champions League. So looking at tactically, how will things go? How will things flow? I think, first of all, for Ajax, I think for them, they have to really, from the very first minute, really play with freedom. They've got to forget that this is a final, and this is why I always say to guys, don't second guess. Don't change things up because it's a final. Do what you've always done. And I do believe that if Ajax play within themselves, play their game with players like Traore, who has been absolutely dynamite for them, they will cause United problems. Remember, Ajax would have known and done the homework that this United team that doesn't have an Eric Bailly. This is a United team who are not known to really attack. So Ajax will know that there will be periods in the game in which they will have possession of the ball and they will have control of the ball because they would have seen what Celta Vigo did to them. So Ajax will know that, look, we're going to have the ball, but we have to actually be a lot more inventive and creative with the ball as opposed to what Celta Vigo did. Guidetti, his crap. Switching for United, I do feel that United have to play grown man football. This is where I do feel that Mourinho's tactics will work really well. Because again, they're the more sort of experienced team. They're the team who have a lot more pedigree within them. So I do believe that for Mourinho, it's about really controlling the game on a mental, psychological level. Don't be too eager for the goal. Obviously, you don't have to sit back too much, but I do believe that a defensive, cautious approach within the first 10 to 15 minutes will be good just to sort of like gauge things. Because again, it's very important for them not to concede early. Because I do feel if United concede early, I don't think they will equalize. But again, you have to come out. The players will force themselves to really try and get themselves back into the game. You're susceptible to the counter-attack. And with how young, quick and fast Ajax are, that is a very dangerous scenario to play yourselves in. You already got to expect that Rashford is going to start as a striker. Martial on the left, I wouldn't play Martial on the left. Again, for Mourinho, I know he won't listen to me. Martial and Rashford, if you play these guys as the two strikers with Mkhitaryan in behind them, this is going to cause Ajax a lot of issues. Because look, I was looking at Ajax in that second against Lyon. It's not the greatest defense out there, so they can really go at them. And I think for Mourinho, he will know that Eric Bailly is a humongous, huge miss. Yes, he still got De Gea in goal doing his thing, but Eric Bailly, for me, is easily one of the best defenders out there. And he's easily one of the best top 3 defenders in the Premier League. Perhaps, if not the best defender in the Premier League this season. So, humongous miss. And United will know that, he will have to, he will look for his midfield to track back. But you look at it, it's a final. it's a big event. There's obviously the events from the Manchester Arena weighing upon it, so that is even much more of an undercurrent. So it's going to be a very loaded, heavy atmosphere. And I think the team who reacts best based off the circumstances that I just named, I think will be victorious in this. Again, this is not one of those games where, as opposed to, let's say, the Champions League final, where I think the early goal will be crucial. Although I do feel if United score first, I do think that will be very problematic for Ajax. I just do think that even without Bailly, United are so good defensively based on Mourinho's tactics that it will be very hard for Ajax to break them down. And again, leaving space in behind with the speed of Rashford and Martial and Mkhitaryan. But although if Ajax do score first, I do think United can get back in the game. It'll be difficult for them, but it's no thing that they will be able to pick them apart and be able to fashion up a chance to get that equalizer. So that's how it is. Prediction for the game. It's tricky. This is tricky. But (2-1) to United. Because I was going to say 3-2, but I don't see United scoring 3 goals, because they don't have them in them. But I do still see Ajax scoring a goal. I'm going to say 2-2. 2-2, United win on penalties. So I'll give you two scorelines. Either United to win 2-1, or I'm going to say 2-2, United win on penalties. Guys, I'll see you on the other side for the post-match analysis. Peace.